Before we start, I just want to say that the story moves from right to left and from top to bottom. You can see the indications in the pictures from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Right to left, top to bottom, right to left. Angel Densetsu Volume 10. So we know that with every new volume, we get character introduction. So I'm gonna read what the writer writes about these characters. So first is Kitano Shichiro. A boy with a face of demon but the heart of an angel. With his appearance, he became the guardian of Hekaiku High School. Despite a number of unfortunate misunderstandings, he is currently enjoying his school life very much. Okay, after Kitano, we have Koiso Ryoko, a beautiful female Kubudo martial artist learning in Koiso School of Martial Arts directly from her father. She sees through Kitano-kun's appearance and finds he has a pure angelic heart. She is the only person to understand who he really is. Next, we have Hishida Haruka, a special education committee member who is very sincere in her efforts to reform problem students. However, her actions typically end up backfiring. She fights during a conference with Kitano-kun and ends up getting him suspended. Koiso Hizu. He is the father of Koiso Ryoko, the master of Koiso-style Kobujutsu dojo and Ryoko's father. He sees the daughter he raised all on his own fraternizing with the devil, which makes him very worried. And next is Takehisha Joji, that I mostly call Takeshi, a powerful fighter who has been known for his strength since middle school, challenged Kitano-kun after the end of his suspension period and lost. Since then, he has assumed the role of little brother, pledging utmost loyalty. And the last we have Shirataki Ikuno, enters Hekaiku High School with her guidance counselor father in order to defeat Kitano-kun. She boasted of her being invincible, but after losing a fierce match with Ryoko, she begins to open her heart. Okay, enough with the characters. Now we are getting to our chapter. Chapter 48, A Far Off Concern. On the cover picture, we have Haruko with her hair swinging in the air and one hand bandaged. Whew. So, what do we do now? Well, if we just go home because we have nothing left to do, we will be too curious to sit still. So it's Ryoko and the gang. They are talking about Kitano's situation. As soon as the meeting is done, I will ask my father for the results. We'll just wait at the school until then. Huh. So everyone seems kind of worried. They're talking about the meeting that is gonna happen regarding Kitano's suspension. Huh? What is it, Ryoko? Oh, nothing. I just got the feeling that Kitano-kun was here or something. Don't be stupid. He is on suspension. You don't get it. When you get suspended, you can't come to school. That's how it works. Don't go into such detail about really obvious things. It makes you look stupid. What, bitch? I only said that cause you weren't making any sense. Now that you mention it, I got that feeling too. What? Geez, what's up with you freaks? What do you call that? Woman's intuition or something? Huh, do you feel him too? So now Takeshi is asking Ryoko's friend that whether she feels Kitano-kun is here or not. No, I'm normal. Alright, you fools, think about it. Kitano-san was suspended yesterday, which makes today his first day of suspension. Furthermore, today is the meeting in which it will be decided whether or not he is expelled. He is not just going to come back to school, he is already in enough trouble. He doesn't need to make things worse. Only a total retard would do that. Why would he trying to get himself kicked out of school? Come on, nobody's that stupid. So Takeshi is saying all this that Kitano-kun would never come to school in his suspension. Then he noticed Kitano-kun behind all those guys. Oh, oh, what? Who are you calling stupid? Ki, ki, Kita. What are you trying to say? So now those guys are looking back. What, is someone coming? And dang, there's Kitano-kun behind them. Oh, Kitano-san! Huh? What are you all doing here? What? Why are you here, Kitano-kun? You are suspended. Huh? So they all were shocked after seeing Kitano, and then Ikuno pushed Kitano. Ryuko is surprised at why she's doing it. Kitano-kun! And Takeshi is angry at her. What the fuck was that for you, bitch? What's the commotion? What are you doing, Koiso? Nothing, Sensei, nothing at all. Class is over. Go home. I will. So actually, Ikuno saw teachers coming towards them. That's why Ikuno tried to hide Kitano-kun. And that's why she pushed Kitano back. Now we have got the meeting to go. Sheesh. Whew, that scared me. I didn't expect to see my teacher walk past. Takeshi is still holding Ikuno's collar. Hey, stop holding onto my shirt. You gonna hit me or let go? Huh? Are you alright, Kitano-kun? Yeah. Sorry, did it hurt? No, I'm just fine. So, so what's the big idea? Why you come back to school? Well, you're already in enough trouble as it is. Why risk making things worse? Only an idiot would do something like that. Do you really want to be expelled that badly? That was pretty much what you said, right? Shut up, I didn't mean it that. It's true, you said it. But I didn't mean it that way. So Ikuno and Takeshi started their cat fight, and while Ryuko is asking, Kitano-kun, you didn't let anyone else see you, did you? No teacher spotted you, right? Um, Blonde's complaints about you have some merit. Oh, come on. We are all here doing this out of concern for you. Try to think for our feelings. So Ikuno is saying that Kitano should not be here, because if anybody sees her, Kitano will be in more trouble than he already is. So Kitano find that Ikuno is saying right, so he said, I am sorry for worrying you all. And Takeshi is like, why Kitano is saying sorry to Ikuno? Jesus, bitch, what the hell are you trying to do? And then he's saying to Kitano, no, it's fine. We did all this on our own. Now then, what are we going to do? Well, we don't want any more teachers to catch us standing around here. And it wouldn't be a good idea to walk around and have other students see us either. The safest plan would be to hide somewhere until we find out the results. So they all decided to hide until the meeting is over regarding Kitano's suspension. And now it's in the meeting room. Every teacher is here. I heard it was a knife. If that's true, that is very serious problem. I told you that young man is just. While everybody is talking about rumors, Shirataki is there thinking that, there doesn't seem to be anything I can do. They say that he stabbed a teacher this time. I can't imagine that he will escape an expulsion after this. Since there isn't any strong evidence, it's all up to the victim's testimony, which means that Haruko and the other teachers who found her are going to be the deciding factor. So Shirataki is looking at the teachers who are the evidences here. And one of the teachers who was at the scene already has a verified hatred for Kitano. It's a lineup that's nearly impossible to overcome. Yet again, I am amazed. You really are not someone to get on the bad side of Hishida Haruko. There's nothing I can do now. Kitano's expulsion is set in stone. So Shirataki was trying to find a way to stop Kitano's suspension, and then he's thinking that Kitano would be getting expelled for sure. But the two teachers are worried. It's got to be a joke. I don't want to turn into missing teacher A. Huh? So somebody was just walking in the walking room, and those two teachers are really scared. So everyone looking at who's walking in. Oh, that's her. Ah, so she is the one who stood up to Kitano on her own. Now there's an admirable woman. Ah, what a pestance. Huh? So Haruko finally walked into the meeting room. And Shiratake is thinking that, huh, does she always look that way? So to Shirataki, Haruko seemed to be a little bit off than normal. And she's thinking that Haruko seemed to be a little changed than before. Right up here, Sensei. Oh, thank you. Now, since it looks like we are all here, I would like to start this afternoon's meeting. This meeting is regarding the expulsion of first year student Kitano Shichiru. So finally the principal is starting the meeting, and all teachers are talking about Kitano. I don't believe I need to explain or describe him to any of you. Hikaiku High School has spent many dreary times since his arrival, and fear and darkness are the worst of the days. On his first day of school, he anointed himself boss of the punks, and has since perpetrated countless evil deeds. Really, I wouldn't go that far. But he was sly. He would always erase all proof of his evil doings as never to be caught. Therefore, he has been, for all intents and purposes, running free ever since he came. I believe that no small number of you have felt in danger to your life. And then our greatest fear came to realization. Kitano exercised violence toward a teacher who was earnestly trying to help him. Once again, he has tried to silence those who would speak out against him. But we have been fortunate enough this time to escape further bloodshed. I'm afraid that I no longer have the capacity to allow this terrible young man to be student of Hikaiku High School. And now, Hishida Sensei. Oh, yes. So after principal's speech, principal led Hishida to talk about the situation. Hishida stood up, and every teacher is looking to her. She is quiet, she is not saying anything. It's silence in the room, and the principal is thinking, now she will speak of how she became hurt. Kishida sensei will testify as well. And everything will go smoothly. Finally, I will expel Kitano. This time, the time has come once and for all. So principal is getting excited on his own that he finally get a chance to expel Kitano out of his school. And now Hishida is starting to speak. Well, my left hand was hurt. So Hishida was trying to say something about her hand, and then she was thinking, "Oh yeah, I never got to ask Kitano-kun about my hand." So Hishida wanted to ask Kitano that whether Kitano hurted her hand or not, and she was not able to ask him. And now we will see whether she trusts that Kitano-kun would never do such a thing, or she doesn't trust him. Oh well, I was having discussion with Kitano Shichiru-kun yesterday in counseling room. Indeed, the frightfulness of his demeanor far outstripped any of the young people I have ever worked so far. He acted as a true delinquent, not taking my words seriously and toying with my emotions. He was never willing to have a discussion with me as a guidance counselor. Yes, there were many times during our conversation in the counseling room when I was very frightened. I was on the verge of fainting on several occasions. Yes, yes. It is impossible to deny Kitano Shichiro is a delinquent and a frightening student, and I do not believe that any pupil who frightens others and does not listen them can be a serious student. In the end, I cannot ultimately understand these problem students. I can only conclude that it is impossible to judge everything about a person from their looks and attitudes. Huh? After I fainted yesterday, out of my own weakness, I honestly do not remember a thing about what happened next. And I do not want to expel a student based on something that I have no recollection of. So finally, Hishida speaks in Kitano's favor, and everyone in the room is surprised. Sensei, what are you saying? Didn't you say earlier that Kitano attacked you with a knife? Didn't you? So out of all of them, principal is the one who's most mad at her. No, my injury came from a shred of coffee cup, and I wouldn't say that I was protecting myself with my hand. But what's going on? Shard of coffee cup. So teachers are not talking about what Haruko said. You teachers must have something to say. Kishida sensei, Iwake sensei. So principal spotted out those two who were gonna be the evidences for the case. Well, we didn't really see anything. Those two are so afraid of Kitano that they are not speaking up anything. Principal is screaming at them. Sensei, what? What is this all of a sudden? How can you do this to me? What happened, Kishida sensei? Iwata sensei? Well, we didn't exactly see Kitano-kun do it, really. Look at me when you are speaking. It's Kitano. He did something to you, didn't he? He's threatening you to keep you quiet. No. What? Oh, I'm a fully credentialed school counselor. Why would I let a student push me around? For the love of God, look me in the eye. Pull yourself together, Sensei. This is our chance to get rid of Kitano, Sensei. So principal is trying to make them speak, but they are too afraid to say anything. They are not even meeting their eyes with the principal. What is all this? What in the world is going on? Sensei, please come to your senses. I need your help. Sensei. So principal is shouting at his teachers to say something, even just a one thing against Kitano so that he can expel him. But there is no proof that Kitano did violence with Haruko. Kitano-kun, we did it. The meeting is over. They cleared your name. Huh? Isn't that great? You can go to school again tomorrow. Isn't that great, Kitano-kun? Huh? So Ryoko was here to deliver good news to Kitano-kun, but she didn't realize that she is standing in boys' washroom, and there she sees the Crudo gang. Ah! What is this? What are you doing here? What the heck are you doing in here? Huh? So Crudo gang is just trying to pee in peace. But there Ryoko shouting at them that what you guys are doing. You idiot, this is what I want to know. This is boys' bathroom. Ah! Don't point that thing at me. Stop! Don't kick me. Ah! So this is what happened. And now, are you leaving, Haruka? Yes, it was short time, but thank you for your assistance. Not that I did anything to help. I caused a lot of problems for many people, but I feel like I learned something valuable. Shirataki is amazed with this. I couldn't fulfill my duty. Please keep trying, Sensei. Trying, keep trying to correct Kitano-kun. And not by expelling him. I think he's probably a kind, gentle boy underneath. Shirataki is really shocked. He never expected Haruko to say such things. You are the oddest person. You manage to mess with people's mind constantly from beginning to end. Got it. Leave it to me. Well, until we meet again, Sensei. And finally, she left from there. And now back to the washroom situation. Ah, why you guys always show up in the worst places? This is the boys' bathroom, you idiot. You are the one who shouldn't be in here. It's your fault for coming in. But nobody was in here earlier. What the hell? That's not an excuse. I guess I should thank you. Listen to me. Don't. I did it for my own sake. And here's our Kitano cluelessly thinking that what's going on. God damn it! What the hell are you people doing here? What's going on? And this is the end of our chapter. So finally, Haruko cleared Kitano's name and she was able to see that how good Kitano-kun is. In the end, we have Haruko's picture made by Norihira Yagi. She got really cute and innocent smile on her face and she looks really happy. His drawing skills are really amazing. He's able to show such great emotions on her face. Well, this is the end of our chapter and end of a volume. So in next volume, we are gonna see a new arc with new characters and with a new storyline. Until then, sayonara. I'll see you guys next time.